Hi, good afternoon, good morning, whatever time you're looking at this, because some people may be joining me by way of the replay. I want to come in this morning, well, actually early afternoon here on the East Coast, and share with you some remarkable benefits of being an HR professional. Yes, I've been speaking with you guys for weeks now, sharing how I will partner with you to become a personal brand strategist. But today, I really want to share with you some of the remarkable reasons as to why those of you that may be in the job market, may be considering changing your career. I want to share with you a fantastic opportunity as an HR professional, why I became an HR professional, and also partner with you and share some of the perks of being an HR professional. So let's go ahead and get started, okay? Another thing, before I even start on my 7 points, I have my Acuity link. Please feel free to schedule a consult with me. I generally do about 30 minutes consults with potential clients. And so feel free to just jump right in. Also, those of you that are watching, please comment, give me a heart thumbs up so that I know who is actually watching, okay? All right, so there are 7 benefits that I really want to talk about today as to why you would want to be in an HR profession. As an HR professional, you are going to be able to engage a lot of employees at various stages of their career. So there's a variety of professionals. Whether they're new hires, whether they are senior managers, even up to the CEO, or could even be the board of directors. So you have a wide audience. There's never a routine of people that are coming in your office. You have to be flexible, be able to engage with employees at various levels in their careers. And that's one of the perks of being an HR professional. Those are things that I really, really enjoy. Anywhere from a new hire when they come in, and maybe somebody that I sourced and I recruited, and now, they are maybe a manager, they got promoted. So what a great job, right? To be able to engage them from the beginning, even throughout their tenure with the organization. So that's one of the benefits of being an HR professional. Also, I want to talking about the variety. So there's a variety of tasks to be an HR professional. There's never a routine day. Hi, Tia. Good to see you. There's never a routine day. So if you're one of those people that just like, to plan everything and walk in and just, stick to your schedule, HR may not be the best profession for you, because one thing that I love is spontaneity. And, coming into the day, I may have a structured plan, I may have my calendar updated, but it's never like that. So that's another benefit. You get to grow as a profession. There's no routine. There are a lot of things that's going to come your way as an HR professional, and you got to be on your game. You got to stay honed on your craft. So being an HR professional, that's one benefit. Those of you that are looking to change your career, absolutely change it. By all means, HR is a great profession. If you looking for a challenge and looking for a change and don't like routine, I recommend an HR profession. So challenges. If you're in the job market and with everything going on with Corona, and you're like, okay, now is the time to make a change. Make a change. It starts with me, right? So if you're looking, hey, what field could I transfer into? And as we continue to talk today, I'm going to go ahead and dive deep and share some, careers, if you're currently doing certain jobs, how you can easily change into HR. But challenges. If you're really looking for a challenge, HR is definitely a profession for challengers. You have to stay on your game. There's a lot of new strategies. There's technologies that's always changing. There's state laws that's always changing. With everything going on with Corona virus, we have to be on our A game. There is no one size fit all. type mentality. I worked in various industries, and things that have been value added in those industries may not be a value added in a new industry. So you can never be, routine. What I learned 5 years ago may have worked, but for this organization that you join, it's not always going to work. So there's no one size fit all. However, if you're open to challenges, you're open to always, learning what's the newest technology. One thing for everybody, AI, artificial intelligence is one of the game changers that's going to really change the world of HR as we know it. So if you're up for a challenge, if you're, really strategic, I'll go ahead and jump into my fourth benefit of being an HR professional. If you're a big picture person, you get the big picture. You're a visionary. You're one of those that think long term. You're always strategizing, even in your personal life. What's going to get me to the next level outside of Corona. Those are things that I encourage everyone, whether you're an HR professional or not, but just actually be an HR game changer or be a person of change. Think strategically. Yes, there's, Monday through Friday, there are things that you have to do within your household. There are things you have to do as a person, to stay up to par. When you look at that from an individual standpoint, translate that into your profession. HR is definitely one of those game changers for you. You're gonna be approached by senior leadership. You're going to be approached by new hires, and you have to be willing to partner and think strategically how to get them to the next level, because they're coming to you to be a problem solver. And so that definitely is going to add to your value to an organization. So I recommend there that if you're up to, strategy and partnering and getting, proactive and helping the company really develop and grow their vision, then definitely HR is the profession for you. Flexibility, that's my fifth point that I want to touch on real quick. I joined HR. I left the social services field because, again, it didn't partner with my personality. And if you go through my videos, you'll see actually I started my live videos talking about my story and how I became an HR game changer by transitioning from social services. So I want to share with you how flexibility, if you're, if you're in a particular industry right now and you feel like you're siloed, like you can't get out, HR is definitely a profession that you can be really flexible. You can work with any industry, whether it be federal government contracting, retail, manufacturing. You can work in any industry, in any company, any shape or size, because every company has an HR department. And the few that don't, I would say close to 98% of organizations, small, medium-sized or large, has an HR department. And those that may not, because there is a minimum amount of organizations that do not, those organizations tend to suffer in many ways. And so you have the flexibility. You can come in. And I advocate for small businesses if you're career changing and looking at really growing in the HR field. I recommend a small company. Why? Because you're the department of one. You wear many hats, and you really get to grow in your craft of HR and really get to develop yourself and be a value added. Some of it will come through lessons learned. Some may not, but that's where I got a lot of my HR experience. So. Which brings me to my sixth point, being a brand ambassador. I talked all about having a personal brand and how I can, help partner with you to develop your personal brand. But I also want to talk to you about how, as an HR professional, if you're looking at really setting a mark, you're really looking at being able to partner and do all of the other 5 tips that I mentioned, being a brand ambassador for the organization is key. You're the one that set the tone. From the beginning, engaging with new hires, etc., to building cultural things to differentiate you from your competitors. Pepsi and Coca-Cola do it all the time. They have a differentiator within their culture and the way they strategically set themselves apart from other soft drink manufacturers. And so as an HR professional, you're one of those individuals that contribute to that. You know, if it's employee engagement activity, if it's succession planning, all of these things help shape and mold the culture of an organization. And so I recommend that if you're one of those people that love change and love bringing order and like, you know, implementing and developing, those are definitely key elements that's going to differentiate you, you know, as an HR professional, as well as just brand you to, you know, have return on investment. And then looking at just long term, if you, like I said about being a strategic partner, you know, you can look back and see all of the things that you've implemented to really shape and mold that culture. So just a refresh, the top 6 reasons of why and elements of benefits of why being an HR professional. One is, you know, being able to work with a variety of professionals in the organization. There are different HR engagements you're going to have with people at different levels. So being able to engage and partner with them is really key. Meeting challenges. We're, as HR professionals, here to resolve problems. You know, resolving problems is really key. So if you're one of those people that like to get in the nitty gritty and get the details and resolve problems, HR is definitely the career for you. If you're, again, strategic planning, one of those that get the big picture items, like to look long term and look at how you can add value, being an HR professional is definitely a great career to join. Flexibility, being able to work in any industry, so key these days, because with everything going on, those of you that are forced to be unemployed, you definitely want to target a career that is going to, you know, grow as you grow, right? You know, you want to be able to work in any organization at any given time, no matter the size, because they're always in need for an HR professional. And then the last, but certainly not least, is the brand ambassador. You're able to help shape and mold the brand. I mean, you're able to help, you know, rule out your competitors. You're one that can add value by, you know, implementing more employee engagement activity. And so with that being said, the sky's the limit as an HR professional. And so those are the reasons why I also partnered and decided that this was the best field for me out of getting out of social services. Another thing I want to share with you is that I did a recent survey, and I wanted to check in with some of my colleagues to find out what were some of the reasons why they joined HR. So I'm going to read those out to you real quick. Some people noted that they love helping others develop and grow. So if you're one of those people that is joining me today and you love helping others grow, I want you to comment below and share, you know, what have you helped people do? You know, please type in real quick and share with me so I can, you know, talk about some of the things that you may have noted, how you partner and help people grow. Someone else noted that they like making an influence. They like impacting the organization and they like to support others. So that's one reason why they joined the HR professional. And I think I've talked about this one. Someone said that they love resolving problems. If you're a problem solver, those are the reasons why they joined. Some people like to coach others, as you can tell. That's something that I love to do. And as an HR professional, I was able to grow and develop as a coach, a career coach, and decided to open my business. I mean, you do it all the time, and you do it at any given level, whether you know, CEO to a new hire. Advocate for change. I thought that one was a really, really good one. You know, really being able to partner and advocate for change. And sometimes, guys, it's not always fun, you know. As an HR professional, there are great areas, and that goes back under the benefit of opening for a challenge. So that's another great benefit. And then contribution to the bottom line. I think a lot of times when you are an HR professional and you are contributing to the bottom line, it may be in ways that are unseen. And so if you're one of those people that, you know, everything you do, you want to be known for it, HR may not be the best field. But if you're one of those that know that, you know, yes, I counseled that employee on their benefits, and now their family is in a better place because they signed up for benefits. They wanted to sign up, but they didn't know what benefit design was best for them. And once you listen to them and hear their story, those are key reasons why, contributing to the bottom line, whether your reward is seen or unseen, those are things that HR professionals are known for. And I think that that is really, really, really key. And another thing someone wrote, and this is the last feedback that I got, was that they loved building relationships across the organization. I think that's key. For me, I love building relationships. I can be in the grocery store, I can be driving in my car, and I can look at someone, either wave or smile, because you never know. That may be the only smile or wave that they ever get. And or standing in a grocery store line. I mean, a lot of us are doing that these days. You never know. I've been able to have valuable relationships and talk with people, partnering with them, whether it be a hairstylist or someone that's actually bringing up my groceries, being able to build that relationship. And so that is transferable. Just having an HR background, that helps, so much across the board when you are able to develop those relationships. So from the time as a recruiter that I engage a candidate to whether I'm doing their exit interview at an organization, those things are paramount. Having that relationship, building rapport is definitely a good benefit. So I wanted to share that with you. And I thought the feedback that my colleagues shared with me was really, really, really interesting, because you always want to know people's story of the why we do what we do, right? So I'm going to take a quick second. I haven't seen any comments, so I'm just going to pause real quick. If you have any questions thus far, please drop in the comment and let me know. I'm here to answer any questions that you may have. But I wanted to jump in real quick to also share with you some prospects, some job prospects. So those of you who say, okay, Audrey, you share with me all these reasons why you should join HR, all these reasons why it's beneficial, some of the reasons why you join. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's talk money, right? Let's look at some of the reasons why joining HR, like, okay, I'm making XYZ now. Can HR, be competitive to where I am now? So those are things you and I can talk one-on-one. So again, my Acuity link is posted here by my description of the topic of what we're talking about today. Feel free, you can reach out to me directly through Acuity. We can set up a consult and go from there. But according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, that's better known in HR world as BLS, the median for an HR specialist is $56,600. Now, for me, I want to partner and share with you. I'm more in HR management, senior management, and so some of the top percent earners is at $96,500. Again, this is an average across the United States, guys. This is not, your city may pay much more or much less according to where you are. But I wanted to get some statistics to show you that may benefit you according to where you are. And then with HR managers, there's going to be a stronger increase. We're looking at 13% increase in employment because of a lot of the changes that's going on, guys. There's a lot of changes as a result of Corona, okay? There's a lot of federal laws that's changing. There's a lot of state legislators that are changing, state laws that's changing. And so to that regard, with change, there's also change in, in design and corporate policies, and HR professionals are really going to be needed with all of the changes. Okay, so between now and 2022, we will experience about a 13 to 15% increase. And that's just because of all of the changes as it relates to different state laws, et cetera. And so I thought that would be, really good news to share, because, you want to change into a career that's always changing, right? You don't want to go into something that's stagnant, that's not going to promote growth. Why invest all that time in projects and really developing yourself and developing your craft and the job itself is going extinct with technology. Well, in the case of HR, that's never the case. You're always going to be growing and changing and thriving because there's always something that's going to push you to the next level. There's always a challenge, right? And so you want to get into a profession that's going to challenge and develop and shape you. And I thought that was really be key. So and I think that's about it when it comes to that. Now, I think there's a couple of things that I did not share. We talked about, some things in HR, and some of the things I referenced was really more on an HR manager or HR specialist or a generalist or even a senior HR business partner. But if you're one of those people that really want to hone in, let's say, for instance, you really just want to be more of a recruiter, a specialized position. So specialized position like a recruiter or even an HRIS analyst, an average salary for an HRIS analyst is around $75K. Again, that's across the United States. If you're really targeting more of an HRIS manager level position, that's around 120K. And if you're targeting more of a specialized role like a senior technical recruiter or even a senior recruiter, could even be a corporate recruiter, you're looking at anywhere around 72K. Okay, so those are just, again, medium, average salaries across the United States. Every state varies. You factor in cost of living, your competitive market, etc. And so those are things I just wanted you to be aware of. Again, I want to see some likes. Who's joining me today? Let me start pinging some people here. What questions do you have for me? Any questions? Any questions? Any thumbs up? Have you found this information valuable? Give me a thumbs up. And feel free to share this video. If you're watching this video through replay, thank you for joining me. I have my Facebook page. I have my Instagram page. I also have my YouTube page. So if you are joining me by way of YouTube, I have my Acuity link as well as Instagram as well as Facebook. I am here to support you. Again, if you're, at home, you're like, okay, I'm ready for a change. I don't want to go back. I came in Corona one way. I don't want to leave here like I came. I don't want to go back into the same old. I'm looking for a change. In 2020, I still believe is going to be the best year of my life. No matter what. I think with every challenge, there's always a way to change and to improve. And so I'm looking at the positiveness, being with my family. I'm healthy. I've had a few family members that have been affected by COVID-19. A couple of family members that are quarantined that are, they're doing well. So in everything, I give thanks. And so I thank you guys for tuning in today. I thank you for your time. I thank you for following me. I've had a lot of people start following me. Again, thanks, Tia, for your feedback. So I just look forward to you partnering with me. Please share this video. You never know who is interested in changing their career. Feel free to share my video, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. And just so you know, heads up, those of you that are joining me now, next week I'm going to dive deeper into what fields you're currently in. If you're in certain fields, it's easy for you to transition into HR, and my job is to help you and show you and share that information with you and partner with you and share how you can do so. Again, I'm HR game changer, been there, done that, and I'm here to partner with you to help you learn your way and if HR is the best field for you. Okay? All right, until next week, take care, guys. Stay safe, and thank you for your time today. Bye-bye.